In the heart of Metropolis, the skyline glittered with the golden light of the setting sun. Superman soared through the air, patrolling the city as he always did. Yet, his instincts told him this wasn't an ordinary night. He sensed something off, an almost imperceptible vibration running through the ground, even in the air. It was as if the world held its breath. Moments later, a fierce, rumbling storm gathered above the skyscrapers, blotting out the sunlight and throwing the city into premature darkness. Superman narrowed his eyes and tightened his jaw. This was no ordinary storm, it had magic woven through it. In an instant, a figure appeared, hovering in the swirling darkness. Clad in black, with a golden lightning bolt emblazoned on his chest, Black Adam descended from the sky, his face stern and unyielding. Superman braced himself, expecting hostility. The two had clashed before, and Black Adam was not one to forgive or forget easily. Kal-El, Black Adam's voice boomed, powerful and uninvited, cutting through the heavy air. The realms of gods and mortals are shifting. I come not to fight, but to warn you. Superman landed on a nearby rooftop, crossing his arms. Warn me? You're usually more interested in chaos than prevention. Black Adam's eyes narrowed. I do not expect you to understand my ways. But even I see the consequences of what is coming. Curiosity piqued, Superman softened his tone. Then explain. What's happening? There is an ancient force awakening, Black Adam said. Its name is Marar, the Devourer of Worlds. An entity older than any magic known to Earth or Krypton. I sensed its return through the distortion in the magical realms. This being. It aims to consume both our worlds. Together, they flew from Metropolis toward the source of the disturbance, a dark void growing over a remote part of the Atlantic Ocean. As they approached, they saw the swirling mass, a whirlpool of shadows and lightning, an ominous portal unlike anything Superman had ever seen. Black Adam clenched his fists, lightning crackling around him. This is it. Marar has begun his approach. The portal connects our dimension to his, feeding him energy. Superman's X-ray vision revealed a massive figure on the other side, a being larger than life, with tendrils stretching across the cosmos. It looked like a hybrid of shadow and energy, a writhing mass with eyes glowing like suns. Its presence radiated despair. Superman steeled himself. What's our plan? Black Adam smirked, his gaze unflinching. We confronted head-on. Magic for magic. He extended his hand, palm sparking with ancient power. Take my power, Kal-El. Superman stared at him in surprise. Black Adam was offering to share his mystical strength, a rare display of trust. Realizing the gravity of the gesture, Superman took Black Adam's hand. Immediately, he felt a surge of energy coursing through him, a tingling magic that combined with his Kryptonian power in a strange yet invigorating way. With a laugh that sounded like distant thunder, Marar extended a shadowy tendril toward them. Black Adam reacted first, launching a bolt of magical lightning. The tendril recoiled, but only slightly. Superman followed up, punching through another tendril with such force it disintegrated into nothingness. They fought in tandem, maneuvering around Marar, who wielded powers that distorted time and space itself. Black Adam's lightning struck with precision, a steady assault against the entity's defenses. Superman, with his newfound magical boost, unleashed blows that sent shockwaves through the void. Yet Marar was relentless, seemingly impervious to pain. Shadows reformed each time Superman and Black Adam tore through his mass. With every strike, they were using up their energy, while Marar seemed to feed on theirs, growing stronger. Superman gritted his teeth, glancing at Black Adam. We're not winning this way. He's drawing power from the darkness around him. Black Adam's gaze was fierce, a glimmer of determination in his eyes. Then we do the one thing he won't expect. What's that? Attack from within. Superman hesitated, understanding the implication. They would have to allow themselves to be consumed, to infiltrate Marar's form and find his core, the source of his power. It was an insane plan, but with the stakes as they were, it was also their only shot. Fine, Superman said, a steely resolve in his voice. Together. They allowed Martar's tendrils to wrap around them, pulling them into the depths of his dark form. Inside, it felt like being submerged in liquid night, a suffocating void pressing against them. But they pushed forward, using their combined strength and resilience to cut through layers of Martar's shadowy essence, each layer more resistant than the last. Finally, they reached the heart of Martar, a pulsating sphere of energy. It throbbed with a malevolent light, casting the void in hues of sickly green and purple. This was his core, the source from which he drew power. Black Adam raised his hands, invoking the full might of his magic, and shouted, "Shazam!" Lightning surged around them, intertwining with Superman's energy, forming a sphere of blinding power. But Martar's core began to fight back, projecting waves of shadow to shield itself. Superman felt the energy sapping his strength, but he pressed on, pouring every ounce of his willpower into the attack. With one final surge, Black Adam and Superman unleashed their combined energy, directing it toward Martar's core. The blast struck with devastating force, cutting through layers of shadow and breaking the core into fragments. A piercing wail filled the void as Martar's essence began to disintegrate, his form dissolving into wisps of darkness. The vortex around them collapsed, spitting them back into their own world. Exhausted, Superman and Black Adam landed on the shores of the Atlantic, breathing heavily but victorious. The sky cleared, the unnatural storm receding. Black Adam stood, his expression unreadable as he looked at Superman. "You fight well, Kal-El. For a mortal bound by limits." Superman managed a slight smile. "And you're not as predictable as I thought, Black Adam. But don't expect to team up every time."